Ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime. Please enjoy the show.
It's the corner where the treats at.
Is this the passing of the torch, right? Is this what this signifies?
It comes down to that front office and what they feel is most important.
The champ is here. We've touched down from a higher plane. Why you made it here?
We always look forward to that week because it was always intense.
You know that we ain't coming back. We about to.
The man, the myth, the legend, Dante Hall. My favorite player growing up was Dante Hall. I love you guys in the show, but Dante was my guy.
Get to dashing because you done on the warfare.
It's Thanksgiving week, and we've got a feast of football coming your way, with the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Dallas Cowboys in a massive Week 13 showdown. The whole country will be watching as Mahomes and Kelce look to carve up that Cowboys defense on Turkey Day. FanDuel has every angle covered, from Mahomes' passing props to Kareem Hunt's rushing yards to how this defense plans to slow down Dak and CeeDee Lamb. Want even more action while you're passing the mashed potatoes? Build your own same-game parlay and ride with Chiefs Kingdom all Thanksgiving, along with fast payouts and an app that's smoother than a Mahomes sidearm throw. FanDuel makes every snap feel bigger. And this week only, Chief Concerns is dropping a special Wednesday night preview show with our full betting breakdown and JD's keys to victory ahead of the Thanksgiving matchup. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today and make every snap count. Chiefs, Cowboys, Turkey, touchdowns, the perfect Thanksgiving combo. Attention all sports bettors. Big news, Chiefs Kingdom. Sports betting is finally going live in Missouri on December 1st. So we've partnered with bookies.com to bring you all the best sportsbook promos and sign-up offers in one place. Head over to bookies.com/chiefconcerns. The link is in the description below to check out all the offers from the top sportsbooks in your area and pre-register today. You can lock in those bonuses now, even before betting officially starts on December 1st. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Chief Concerns. I'm Marcus Dash, coming to you guys on Thanksgiving Eve. JD, former Chiefs tight end, will be joining us shortly, and then Teja will be joining us shortly after that. So tonight's a very special episode, obviously. It's the eve of Thanksgiving. It's, we'll have JD and I will preview the game somewhat, and then Teja and I will talk about the bets, what we have going on for tomorrow's slate at 4:30. Going to be great. And then we're going to go into JD's keys to victory to end the show tonight. So the outro of the show is going to be JD's keys to victory tonight. So we'll be doing the bets going into the keys to victory. So should be good. It should be a nice special Thanksgiving version of the show. Very excited for it. You know, last year we had Christmas. This year we have Thanksgiving. So pretty cool. And I think we have Christmas again this year. So yeah, it's nothing like spending the holidays with our Chiefs and spending it with you all as well on the chat. JD, myself, and Teja will be on after the game tomorrow, just like we normally do it. It'll probably be a quicker show, just because, I got Thanksgiving dinner to head to, but we'll be on probably about 30 to 45-minute episode, just to talk about everything that we saw in the game and hopefully a Thanksgiving win. So that would be nice to see. But excited, going to be an exciting show tonight. It's just crazy. I feel like we literally just had a game, and we're just talking about like yesterday. You know, the fact that we had a game on Thursday, and I think the earliest we've had a game so far this year was Friday. The week one game in Brazil. So it's gonna be interesting. So so awesome episode tonight. So everyone, buckle in if you are traveling for your Thanksgiving. Turn us up. To that dial up and just have yourself a good time on the drive. So let's see who is in here tonight. Who's spending Thanksgiving Eve with the Chief Concerns family? And if you are spending it with us, happy Thanksgiving, and we are happy to have you on the channel. So I love that. Jeremy Gallagher, what's happening in Chiefs Kingdom? I hope you get plenty of turkey and gravy and stuffing and mashed potatoes tomorrow. I'll be working, but definitely watching. Hey, we'll be working too. We'll be watching the game as well. So hey, we're all in it together, baby. I did have a question. So on the AFC West roundtable yesterday, they asked us what's your favorite side dish or any kind of dish for Thanksgiving. What are your side dishes? I'll be reading them in the chat, so I want to hear what you guys have as your favorite side dish or as a dish in general during Thanksgiving. I said my two were, one is the Ritz creamy mac and cheese with Ritz crumbles on top. So it's fantastic. If you haven't had it, there's a bunch of recipes online, so definitely do that. And the other one is just your regular, you can call it candy yams, but sweet potato casserole with pecans and marshmallows over top. Those are my two favorites. Call me a kid. I like mac and cheese and I like marshmallows, but call me a kid. I love that. You know, as I get older, I still love that. So it doesn't matter how old I get. It doesn't matter how old you get. I still get giddy when I see the mac and cheese on the table and when I see sweet potato casserole on the table. So hopefully you guys have your own special dishes that you'll be able to get tomorrow or order out tomorrow. So but whatever you think is good. Gary Holland, what's going on, buddy? G-Pick, my guy, how are you, bud? I'm glad you brought back the old name, though. I'm glad G-Pick is back, buddy, so I'm happy to see that. Who else? Michael Kittle, what's up, Mike? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. Chiefs chat, guys. That's maybe it's just a different handle than we're used to seeing, but hey, Chiefs chat, guys, nice to see you. Nice to see you. About time. Got to work tomorrow. Hey, we're all kind of working. We're all like the Chiefs tomorrow. We're all kind of working this game tomorrow, right? So that's pretty sweet. Jeremy Gallagher, my guy. Hope you're doing well, man. Linda Hunter, happy Thanksgiving to you, Linda. Hope you and the fam are doing well. Y'all should do a live stream during the game. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing a live stream during the game. It's especially not tomorrow. I don't know if we ever will do a live stream during the game. Maybe we will make it and market it and have like a fun live stream thing, but definitely not tomorrow. And plus, I mean, we're going to be competing with Cole in the live streams. I mean, would you guys even watch ours? I know we got a lot of How About This Chiefer fans in here, but I don't want to be competing with anyone else's jam. Maybe one day we'll do a live stream game, but definitely not tomorrow. But Jeremy, I appreciate the idea, buddy. Appreciate that. Good evening, Chief Concerns family. I will be listening tonight. I'm not feeling well. Oh, Audrey, I hope you get some sleep, get some rest, sleep it off, and maybe you'll feel better tomorrow for the big day. But I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. If Chiefs get pressure on Dak, it will be different. It could be different. Yeah, hopefully. I know that's the highest over-under for the week as far as total points, 52.5, as I saw. So, pretty interesting. Some are saying it's going to be a high-scoring affair. I don't know. I see us having a big game. I mean, there's no one score. I mean, people don't score against us. I mean, the only time a team scored more than 28 points this year was the Jacksonville game, and that was we handed them we gift wrapped the touchdown for them two times. We had the pick six and that BS Trevor Lawrence scramble for a touchdown. So, Kyle Henning, what's up, buddy? What if I don't have a seatbelt near me? Okay, well, you know what? Find something to buckle in, baby. Hey, to each their own on the road. You don't want to wear a seatbelt? That's on you, buddy. And if you're just at home on your recliner, no seatbelt necessary. Just go get a beer, go get a drink, go get a soda. You'll be all right. My guy. I hope you're doing well, man. Ooh, Kyle Henning, stuffing or green bean casserole? Okay. Yeah, my mom's makes a mean green bean casserole. I think it's okay. I'm not maybe I should like green beans, but like it's okay. It's not bad. I never avoid it. I always put it on my plate. That's not. I wouldn't say it's one of the ones I avoid. There's definitely plenty of the ones I avoid. But that's one I like. It's definitely on the plate. If I have pie chart, my top faves, green bean casserole is definitely on the pie chart. So it is a part of my faves. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you there. Janae Rains, what is going on? Hello, Cheese Kingdom. Hope you're doing well, Janae. Hope you're doing well. And Kyle, of course, is with the Kingdom Says podcast, guys. It's good stuff. You definitely should go subscribe. I know we always talk about subscribing to other people's channels and podcasts, but that's one to go to. I love those fellows over there. Good dudes. Good dudes. Lemon bars? What is that? J-Dub, give me tell me what lemon bars are. Is that like when I think of lemon bars, I can't help it because I do Quest bars makes like the lemon like a lemon pie, like protein bar. So when I think of a lemon bar, I think of a bar. It's like a lemon, kind of like a candy bar, but a lemon flavored one. What is a lemon bar? I need to know about that. Give me a brief definition for that. Pecan pie. Oh, ooh. See, I do like pecan pie, but call me basic. Let me some pumpkin pie. Give me a pumpkin pie on Halloween and that, or not Halloween. On give me Halloween too. I'll eat that too. But give me a pumpkin pie after a nice Thanksgiving meal. I will say, you guys might dog me for this, but I don't go too hard on Thanksgiving itself because generally my group of friends, we do our turkey bowl the following day, and I'm not trying to be too stuffed for that game because I hold the title. I've won, I believe 10 years in a row. My team has won the turkey bowl. So I want to continue that. So usually I splurge the next day. That Black Friday is usually when I splurge on my Thanksgiving meal. So I get a little bit of everything on the initial one. on Thanksgiving, but Black Friday is when I really splurge when it comes to Thanksgiving food. But yeah, so pecan pie, solid, but pumpkin pie's got to be my number one for me, 100%. And that's on top of having a sweet potato casserole before on the main course. So, yeah. Joe E., what's going on, buddy? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. Uh-oh, we have the man, the myth, the legend coming in here. There he is.
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on, JD?
Man, not a whole lot. I want to get this. Check. Audio, we good?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Awesome.
What's up, brother?
So how are you doing this Thanksgiving Eve, man?
Doing all right. Doing well. Thanksgiving is like one of those things, man. I see. I don't know if you've seen that where I sent out to Mitch. They were talking about how good Mitch was, and Mitch said, like, JD, you still got a couple in you? I like, shoot, if they had me some brown gravy on the sideline, I'll do it. I got about 5 in me. So but I'm doing well, man. This is kind of the season that we when you're supposed to get together with family and whatnot, and yesterday is kind of a sad thing. What's up, Cal? How you doing, my brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. You guys over there, man, do a great job. Love Cal and them dudes. But yesterday we had to lay to rest one of my young cousins, and so it's always tough, because we left picking up the pieces and whatnot, and so it's for me and my family come from a very large family. Huge people, group of folks. So, but yeah, I had to lay to rest, man. Bradley Shea, and I think maybe at the end I'll get to show his picture, up there too. But he's back home with the father, so. Love him, love my family. Just always reflective of these things, during this season, man. You don't take anybody for granted. Love everybody when you have them. So, especially this holiday season, you see so much about here, things that are going on out here in the world, and we just don't know how long we're gonna have people. You just don't know. But I'm thankful for the time that we did have him. Amazing guy, absolutely amazing guy. He's one of those Marcus that he's audio video guy. I'm talking about brilliant, absolute brilliant IT guy. One of those things, man. It's tragic. So I appreciate you all's prayers. Keep my family in their prayers. Keep y'all in our prayers too, man. So we got to lean on each other in these things and these times. But let's celebrate it. So we had a celebration yesterday. Let's celebrate life, celebrate the things, man, as we should. Too much bickering and stuff out in this world to not enjoy one another, really. So that's all I wanted to say. Maybe at the end of the show, tell you. Matter of fact, Mark, I'm gonna send a picture to you of him right now.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, Thanksgiving's it's a nice time to give thanks to all the things that you have in life, to the people you have around you. But like you said, we all need to do that better. I think everyone can do a better job of doing that all year round, not just on a holiday to make it's nice that it makes everyone kind of reflect and think about that stuff, but also all year round, we should be doing that and being thankful of the people we have around us, being thankful of the moments we do have with and cherish people around us, not just on holidays, which sometimes I think people just do these things on holidays or birthdays, but it's like 365 days in a year, so. Yeah.
That's what it is. Every single day, man. Every single day we should do it. So, me, I'm one of those, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I tell y'all about this is my life. I don't mind doing it because I love you guys so much. So I share with you guys the things that's going on in my life. And this is what this channel is about. It's love. I think Sarah was talking about this is the love channel right here. It's what you get the love from. Okay. Real talk and stuff out here. So this is what we all about, man. Not just football. We talk about love and stuff like that. Okay, so that's how we should be.
And I think you and I, of all people I know, I think you and I are top two as far as making sure people know that when they leave a room, they know how much we love them. And I always tell my friends that, like, well, my friends, it can be very, and I guess it maybe coming from my background being Cuban and Persian, very, very lovey, touchy, emotional people. I'm always telling my boys, I love you. When I'm saying, all right, buddy, I'll see you, man. Love you, buddy. Like, over the years, my friends have gotten more used to that, but at first they were like, love you. Well, I'm not saying that. But, you know, it's like one of those things, like when I leave a room, when I don't see you, you never know what can happen when I get in that car, but I want you to know that I love you, so you never question on that when I don't see you next, you know?
That's right. That's right, man. That's a fact. Amen to that. So I tell people all the time, man, when I say I love you, I mean it. I do. I mean it, people being them, who you are, in every being of your space that you occupy, you know, and your voice, you know, your words, everything you mean, which mean to other people. We got to understand that, man. That's important. That's, you know, the things that while we are here, we talk about God is love all the time, man. So we got to be, and God has a responsibility telling us we need to love each other, love our enemies. You know, it's what Christ asked us to do, love our enemies. And so, you know, loving our brothers and stuff easy, but let's love the ones out here that we don't know. That's why we need to reach out and touch each other for these things. So, yeah, that's my cousin right there, man. Deucey, right there. Bradley Shea, call him Deuce. We actually worked together down at Kentucky State University when I was coaching down there. It's kind of a funny story, real quick. But we, when I came into the office and, you know, I'm at my desk, got my computers, you know, I'm just like, you know, one of my first days on the job during the summer, you know, so I had new staff that came in. And so I'm like, shoot, man, this computer, man, is like old and it's broke down. So I'm just like, man, I got to get like the IT guy and stuff like that. So the head coach, when he hired me, he said, man, I'm telling you right now, he said, I'm going to send the IT guy down here, man, to take care of your stuff, or you go up there to go see him. He said, man, he's the best in the business. I'm telling you, man, he knows everything about computers. I said, really? He said, yeah. He said, man, matter of fact, they got the main guy. He said, but him, he knows it all. I'm telling you, he takes care of all the campus. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And so I'm sitting there waiting, you know, in my office. You know, I get a knock on the door. So the coach brings him in and says, hey, man, here's the IT guy. And we look at each other. I'm like, I just started laughing at him. He's like, what? Yeah, we just grabbed each other. I gave a hug and a kiss, man. I said, man, this is my cousin. This is who this is. I was like, man, Deucey, man, what's up, JD? He said, when'd you get here? I said, man, I just got here, you know, a couple days ago. So I forgot you was up here, but I know when they were talking about the man, I know they were talking about the man, you. He's like, yeah, it's me. So I was always proud of my little cousin. Always proud of him. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it is, man. So this is a love story. It's a love story, man. So he'd be sorely missed. But I loved him very dearly, you know. So rest in power. Rest in power, Bradley Shea. So, but that's who he was, man. Just a brilliant guy. Everything that he had about him. So, like I said before, man, everybody out here, Thanksgiving, but every day of the week, man, enjoy and celebrate your family, your friends, the people out here. And so we need to do a much better job, man, reaching out to one another. That's what we need to do. So, and so that's very important. So, you know, just for everybody, to my family, man, just send the prayers up. You know, my cousin, Dot Lee, and Richard, his mother and father. So it's good.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry for your loss, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing that story as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like we always say, you know, on this show, you know, we try to give the love that, you know, that we have for each other, that we have with you all. We try to make sure that is brought every episode we do it, you know. It's not just we coming on here and starting live. No, it's we want to share the enthusiasm and the shared love we have with our team, but the shared love that we have for each other and with all y'all every episode. That's what we always try to do every episode to the best of our abilities. And yeah, and on Thanksgiving, you know, that it's a time to, you know, see your loved ones, and just let them know how you feel about them, and try to make everyday Thanksgiving in that respect, right? And let everybody know how you feel about them all the time.
Talk to him, Marcus. That's how it is, brother. Talk to him. That's the truth. You speak it louder to us out here, man. We do a much better job. Maybe we can help be the connection to get us rolling the right way. You know what I mean? So it's important. That's important, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So JD, I asked the chat before they came on, what are their favorite dishes that they like to be it side dishes or main dishes that they always look forward to on Thanksgiving. Because yesterday at the AFC West Roundtable, it was kind of one of the things that, with the other AFC West creators, we all kind of agreed on certain dishes. And the two I mentioned were sweet potato casserole or candy yams with the pecans and the marshmallows up top. And I saw your face in the marshmallows. And then mac and cheese, but like it's a baked creamy mac and cheese with like crumbled bits of Ritz crackers over top of it. It's like a Southern style recipe, I believe. But those are the two that I went with. What do you see yours are the ones you look forward to the most?
Oh man, I mean, I think the staple has to be obviously deviled eggs.
Ooh.
You do those right. Shoot, you got me. And I tell you what, man, I can absolutely devour. About 10 real quick. Just, if they're really good, but that mix got to be right, Marcus. That mix has got to be right. And so one of the ones that makes incredible deviled eggs when my mom was making them, obviously, but my sister Marita and then my daughter Jason does a great job. The daughter Larissa does good job too. Incredible. So I'm always looking for those deviled eggs. And the next one, man, has got to be the greens. You can't have Thanksgiving and turkey without greens. You know what I'm saying? Like I just that's where I'm at with it. And I told people, look, I've gotten on obviously Lance. Like I'm not a big mac and cheese guy. Okay, I'm not. I like mac and cheese. Somebody makes it right, I will have me a helping of mac and cheese, but I don't really go for seconds on it. You know what I'm saying? Just really cheesy. I kind of leave those for the kids. Everybody else can go ahead and jump in, enjoy those. But I guess, Marcus, those are my two right there, man. Those are my two. And what I do, I don't really eat too much. Like, I'm not a big ham guy either. I don't like ham. And so what sometimes my family's done, they throw some turkey inside of it. You know what I'm saying? Of the greens.
Okay.
Trying to enjoy it a little bit, man. A nice big old turkey leg. Woo-wee! Man, I'm telling you. Man.
Yeah, we're not a big ham household either, because my dad, grew up Muslim, so okay. the pork's out the window. So yeah, but he does make a cow tongue for this is the foreign aspect of the Thanksgiving, but he makes a cow tongue for Thanksgiving. He's before, like, he'll, like, in the past, like, some of my friends like wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole, but he just says it's just meat, like ground beef, and like they'll eat it, and then afterwards, how do you like that? And they'll be like, oh, it was good, Mr. Dash. They'd be like, that was just ate cow tongue, and they're like, what?
Yeah. Hey, sometimes don't tell people what it is, man. Just let them enjoy it, right? Like, hey, just try it. Just try it. So that's good. That's good. And cow tongue, I don't think I've ever had cow tongue before, but
it's pretty good. It's very, very, I guess, depending on how you make it, but my dad's, it's the very soft. It kind of just melts in your mouth, and the sauce he makes with it's pretty dang good. I could just have that sauce without the meat, honestly. Green bean casserole, because you said greens in general, JD. Green bean casserole, is that something you like or no?
No,
not really.
Broccoli casserole, baby. You gotta do
broccoli casserole.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you're gonna do it right. I like green beans. I really just have the green beans all together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Season them up, put you some butter, with it. You ready? You good to go. And so, yams and sweet potatoes, same thing. You got to butter up some cinnamon. It's got to have that good type of, flavor. Yeah, there we go. Regular green beans. Yeah, I don't really do green bean casserole. Mashed potatoes is like another one that you got to have. You got to get that right. But that's pretty much it, Marcus. That's pretty much it. Now, I know you said you have the cow tongue. Is there anything that is that the other meat that you have besides that, besides like the turkey that you had? Or?
Turkey. So Christmas is the one where they kind of go nuts with like doing more like the Persian dishes, I would say. But yeah, for Thanksgiving, it's just turkey and the cow tongue as far as the protein aspect. I would say for Christmas, my dad makes a prime rib. We've done turkey before, but turkey. He does the cow tongue as well, and then he'll throw in like a Persian dish that has like meat within the rice too. So,
okay,
so he kind of goes all out for that.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So are you? I know last year, or was it Christmas, or was it Thanksgiving last year? Were you kind of in charge of a lot of the food, making the food? Are you in charge of that this year, or is that or not this year?
No, I do the turkey is what I do. So I either do spatchcock or, just regularly, smoke it up.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get on a little bit of that tonight. And then that's pretty much it. And other than that, man, like I said, I let my girls, my wife, Susan, their mom, they all come in and everybody brings in dishes. And so nice. It is a full smorgasbord over here at the Dunn household. So we get down right, man.
Nice. So, does Susan make any like Puerto Rican dishes for Thanksgiving or no?
Not really. No.
Okay.
No. So I'm trying to think if she's ever had anything. One thing she used to do, like Susan would put like red tomatoes with avocados, mozzarella balls, and that first time she fixed it for me, I was just like, wow, this is right. She's like, this is nothing. I'm like, yeah, shoot, I love it. Might not be nothing to you, but I love it. I tell you that. So, but shout out also too, man, to Dunn's Catering. Okay, my family who they catered for 45, 50 years. They've been doing it, and I was over at the restaurant, obviously at the gathering after the funeral and whatnot with the repast. But man, they were just cooking up turkeys and turkeys. So if you want a turkey and a turkey dinner to do it right, everybody comes through Dunn's to get it done. That's what they do, man. Drop it off. Oyster dressing. Who said that? Jeremy, look at you. Okay, Jeremy, my man. That's what I'm talking about. That's a real one right there, baby. That's a real one. My brother Duke and Tim, they make the oyster dressing.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a real deal right there, Jeremy. You talk my language right now. We didn't really just say regular dressing either, Marcus. We didn't even say that. So that's something good right there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This might be too much TMI, but I love deviled eggs, JD. But I had to be very selective when I eat eggs. I have an egg allergy. So
what?
It developed as I got older. So it was probably like in college when I first started to kind of develop this egg allergy. And I don't mean egg allergy as far as like I get like my throat closes up. I have to go to the restroom like within 5 minutes of it ingesting. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Wow.
It's bad. And I love eggs. It didn't. Yeah, I would say probably midway through college is when I started to really notice it. And I was on a date the first time I noticed it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, not so good.
Yeah. Or to hit you like, hey, I'm not feeling too well. Yeah. You don't know what it is? I said, eggs? Yeah.
And then at first I thought it was something I ate, like it wasn't eggs because I never had that reaction before. But over time, I've noticed it. Whenever it happens, it's like, okay, yeah, it's eggs. So I have to be very selective when I eat eggs, and I have to be in the right location when I do it too.
Okay. So, all right. Something funny. Okay. Well, first off, now, if y'all haven't had a chance, okay, to go to the home stretch, Priest Homes, my episode with Priest is out right now. And I'm telling you what, it was an amazing time. Yes, it was an amazing time speaking with my brother. It is and we get talking about some football, but some really good stuff as far as, injuries, mental capacity, dealing with everything. But it was really like a great experience, man. So go, shout out to Priest for putting that on, man. It did a great job. And every time I go on YouTube to see how many people, I'm like, man, he ain't got enough followers. So I'm telling you all here, okay, go to YouTube, like y'all check us out. Please subscribe to Priest Holmes, The Home Stretch. All right, you will not be disappointed. He's got a lot of people on there, but your boy is on there for sure. This last episode, so we got some really funny stories, man. My brother Priest, man, I love him. T. Rich was on there. T. Rich showed me a lot of love too, so I love both those brothers. You know, so
it was great that they had you on finally because like all the other episodes, like leading up to it, like they mentioned you as like JD, like Dungeon.
Yeah.
And so finally having you on, I was like, this is great.
yeah. So now, but we got into talking about some really good stuff, man. Things that we carry with us on the field and on the, you know, people just don't quite understand. But it is, man. It's an incredible show. It's one heck of a show, man. So y'all will not be disappointed. I tell you that. So
yeah,
and we need a politic to get Priest Holmes into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I don't know where I mean what he did in those years, Marcus. Shoot.
And it's honestly like to see what Kelce, how long Kelce's been playing this high level, and like the fact that it just took him till now to like, and I get running back and the tight end's a little different as far as touches and how many touches they get, but the fact that Priest really did it in like a 3-year stretch, really, Kelce's been doing this for like 15 years and he just broke that, you know. So it's like the talk about the longevity aspect, but Priest, that run that Priest went on in those few years, legendary,
baby. Legendary, no doubt about it. You know, same thing with Jamal Charles, man, incredible what he did when he was here, brother. But we've been blessed to have a lot of good backs here in Kansas City. Larry Johnson, LJ, when I was playing, Blaylock when he was here, man. Obviously, he was behind Priest and LJ. It was hard for him to get the shine, but he goes up there, get a little shine up there, and with the Jets. So, man, I'm telling you. That's who said that. That's a great one. Absolutely, barbershop. Absolutely. So, I think Terrell probably got in because of Super Bowls.
Yeah,
that's what it was. You know, and I don't know. Look,
and
I don't think it's a bad measure.
Next to the Super Bowls, by the way.
Oh.
Paying dudes outside salary cap. People always forget about that. We want to talk about the Patriots and talk about us, this made up thing with the referees, but people forget what the Broncos did was very fishy during that Super Bowl run in the late 90s.
What's that? I mean, I don't know. What's that? What they do?
Doing what the Clippers apparently allegedly did, paying players outside the salary cap, circumventing the cap.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they end up losing draft picks like 98 or 99 because they got fined for it, but yeah, and it was right around that Super Bowl run. So
okay, all right. I think I do remember it now that you said that.
But it doesn't get talked about nearly enough as these other conspiracies that people want to bring up all the time. It's like I remember during the whole Broncos week, like 2 weeks ago, it was like, oh yeah, the refs weren't there to save you this time. I was like, okay, just like the NFL, just like you guys cheated like that 20 years ago, but you never want to talk about that. But yeah. That should also be a part of that whole thing. Like, yes, they won Super Bowls, but like they circumventing the cap definitely helped you bring on players outside of that. So,
Cal said in the Vaseline jerseys, really?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know.
Oh shoot! Hey man, look, I wouldn't put it past anyone. We know same thing with the Patriots because I had a couple of Patriots come on my timeline in Twitter, and they wanted to say something when the Broncos beat us, and I'm just like, why are y'all here? And them jokers up there, cheaters too, couple years that they pulled out. So I didn't know anything about that, Cal, the Vaseline jerseys. I had to check that out.
Yeah, it looks like in '98 they were 3 Broncos offensive linemen were fined for putting Vaseline on their jerseys.
Wow. Left to right, Mark. See, yep.
Any extra advantage, huh?
Yeah. Oh man. But with that being said, okay, Marcus. With that being said, kind of keeping with the theme of great running backs here, there's a guy that got Offensive Player of the Week for us. That did an amazing job, which we have been hollering at the top of our lungs for this guy to get carries, for this guy to be featured. And he finally got it. Finally got it, man. Kareem Hunt, congratulations for him being Offensive Player of the Week. AFC deserves it. Did an amazing job in the game. And I'm telling you right now, tomorrow, it'll be good to see him out there too, and hope we tote the rock with him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, look at it. Look at it. Well done. Well done, young fella. Shoot. No, they say he's over, man. He's a young guy. He's a young guy, and he's got a lot in him, Marcus. He's got a lot in him. So,
I mean, going to play. I know people want to talk about his age and like, you know, because I don't know, maybe because he's a thicker back, people just act like he's this old dude. I mean, he's 30 years old, but like him going to Cleveland actually kind of prolonged his career a little bit. I mean, he was pretty much playing the 1B to Chubb being the 1A there, so it was split time. It wasn't this guy getting 30 carries a game for like the years he was there. So like, he's got a lot of football left in him, and like people want to talk about him like he's this guy who's like, yep, he's gonna retire after this year. He's 30 years old. He ain't going anywhere. Like, so people want to write him off like after the season for whatever reason.
And the thing, when he was up there, he was productive. When he came in for Chubb, that sucker was toting that rock, man. He tote that thing. And so I know during that time I was making a point like, man, Kareem should be on the team starting somewhere. I mean, he's behind Nick Chubb, and but that
we surely could have used him during those years.
Yeah, man. But we had to let bygones be bygones. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everything was still a little fresh, so we couldn't make that move just yet. Until everybody kissed and made up. Yeah. But Kareem, he still got some juice in him. So,
what do you make of the stats? Because I pulled it up on our Twitter account and I talked about it on Monday. But some of the stats that I found on the whole Kareem Hunt thing were really just wild. We was talking about breaking tendencies, and it was the first running back in Andy Reid's Kansas City tenure to have 30 plus carries in a game. Was last Sunday. It was the first Chiefs running back since 2012 when Jamal Charles had 30 plus carries in a game. And it was the first Andy Reid running back to have 30 plus carries in a game since 2011 with LaShawn McCoy. So we're talking about 14 years since Andy Reid's given a running back this amount of carries. And for me, I mean, like, obviously we was talking about breaking tendencies. It was finally we had to do that, right? It finally broke through. But also, too, I feel like there's a level of a trust at Kareem Hunt that the team has. And I know 13 carries, 14 carries here, but like they finally, and the game was a must win. And I know people want to crap on Tony Romo all the time, but one of the things he did say in that game was like, hey, like when it is do or die, you're going to lean on the run game. And that's how you know that it is do or die for the Chiefs, because they're leaning on the run game heavily in this game. And it's a trusted play to give him the rock here. And now with Pacheco coming back this week, and also that's another conversation, but like, he's got that thing on his leg, and I made a comment like it looks like Joel Embiid's like hardware where he has it looks like a knee brace, and on top of it, he's got a sleeve over top of that. And I'm surprised he's playing tomorrow. And I don't know what kind of limited capacity he's going to play in, but like that's tough for any player, regardless of especially running back, to run with that on your knee. And I know he's cleared medically, but like I see Kareem Hunt still being our starting guy. What do you make of that? Because people think that Pacheco's going to come back and be the starting guy. I don't see that.
No, I don't think. First off, it wouldn't be practical to do that anyway. I think you're working back in, slowly. You just got to see what it's going to look like. And what's really going to show you where he's at, Marcus, is if he comes in and he gets hit. He hadn't taken any hits on it. That's a totally different thing, man. And, having that type of, man, like you said, a knee sleeve and stuff, I mean, moving around, lateral movement is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Can he do it? Sure. I mean, if they cleared him to come out and play, we'll just have to see what it's going to look like. But no, Kareem's right now, man, he's a guy, and shouldn't even be in a conversation otherwise. It shouldn't. You just said it. It's the second time in Andy Reid's era, at 30 plus carries.
First time in his Chiefs era. It's the first time. First time in the Chiefs era. It's his first time in general since 2011 in an Andy Reid coach team. Right.
So LaShawn McCoy and then Kareem. And so I think really, to be honest, when you got to have it has to be the formula. We got to run the football effectively. If you want to go deep in the playoffs, that's one thing that we have to do. My boy, Barbershop, he made a point when we were sitting there texting. He talked about the teams, the top teams, and every team he talked about, they said he run the ball effectively, and that's the truth. And so we got to be one of those teams that run the ball effectively if we want to go deep in the playoffs. It's just the way it has to go. When it starts getting cold, a ball's going to feel like a daggone brick. And when you have a guy that can absolutely tote the rock, get the tough yards, run over people, it's going to be hard to tackle. And you start breaking fingers. People don't want that. They want to try to grab jerseys and stuff. Tell them that's the worst thing ever. It just starts getting cold. So it just makes sense to do that, man. And Kareem Hunt is more than capable of getting that job done for us. We've seen what he looks like when we give him the ball. Matter of fact, I think Lance said something. If he like Kareem Hunt, he had 20 plus carries. I forgot what our record was. I don't even know we have a losing record if he was like.
I think we're undefeated when he has 20 plus carries with us.
Hey man, hey, shoot.
That tells you everything.
It tells you everything. He just gets better with more looks. So yeah, shoot. Pacheco, look. Let him get his time, take his time, to kind of get him in there. But hey, this is Kareem's. This is his dance right now, baby. It's just what it is.
It's the hot hand. We talked about it in the offseason, in the beginning of the season. You ride with the hot hand, and right now he is the hot hand.
Hot hand and healthy. Let's just be real.
Yeah,
let's be real. So ain't no knee brace on him to hinder any of his lateral movement and other things. He's ready to roll. And let's not forget Brashard Smith. But go ahead, brother.
No, I was just saying. What I mean, see, he's active tomorrow. Pacheco is. What kind of impact does he make tomorrow? And I will say this: like, not only did he have the hardware in his leg that made me concerned, it was also his gait was kind of odd when he was walking. I know he was just walking, but it was one of the clips I saw of him walking toward the running back group, and his gait just seemed kind of off. And obviously, he's coming back from an MCL sprain. MCL, I mean, that's very pivotal. What kind of impact or kind of role do you think he has in tomorrow's game?
I don't know. I can't hardly see, any, to be honest with you. I mean, seriously. Get him in, try to get him acclimated, see where he's going to be at, see how the knee is going to look. So I think that's really what you have to do. Impact-wise, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe this is just, a test drive. See how it goes.
Do you anticipate us? I know CH was elevated last week. Do you anticipate CH being elevated for this game, or they elevate Eli Mitchell?
Somebody, one of them had to be, for sure. I do believe.
They carry 4 RBs tomorrow. Is what you're saying?
Man, who's to say game time decision? They might not activate Pacheco. He might sit out.
Yeah.
Once you get out there and you start warming up, you start looking around and see how he's doing, and like, okay, man, now, coach, I don't know. So I think that's something that we just had to wait and see. But we got somebody here that stepped in the building.
Yeah.
What? Man.
Are you excited about that? Do you like Dameon Pierce?
I do. I like Dameon Pierce. I know we said on the show, somebody was like, what about Dameon Pierce? I was like, nah, I think we good. And I still think we're good. But since we got him, shoot, that sucker right there, man, he put on the show for a couple of years. And injury happened, and he just kind of fell in rotation, which is interesting because I'm just like, I thought he was going to be the next coming down there, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm like, he was taking over. I actually had him in fantasy. Boy, I think he helped win the league that year for me. But that sucker right there, man, he's the guy that can absolutely get up through the, through the line and do some damage. So it might be somebody you develop and get him all acclimated to where we need to get him to. But I like this move. And so, like you said, and I know what you're going to talk about. You're going to talk about the return man.
That's right, Vicky. And I think he'll make an instant impact. If people want to talk about him getting involved in RB reps, by the instant impact, is putting him in the return. And if that's the case, I think Remigio is probably the one who becomes an inactive guy. I know he's never done punt return before, so they would probably have to either put him there or somebody else do that. But I don't know, because I mean, you can't carry 4 running backs, right?
No, you can't do it. And you know what I love about running backs returning the football, or return game on the special teams, is they get north and south quick. They don't do a whole lot of dancing back here trying to set everything up. If they get the ball and they go, and they make cuts, and you know it's going to be powerful. They're going to see things because they're used to that. They just see in the whole field, so they just got that vision to make people miss, and they're hard to bring down. It's not like a wide receiver. You know, running backs, that's what they do. They break tackles. You know, they can get out of things, and they can make it hard on a cover team. So just that aspect in loan markets, that will put us up to where we need to be. We're talking about here, especially playoffs and all those different things. We're talking about field position. We have been hampered by this. Either guys holding for penalties or just not getting enough on the return. And that's hurt us. It has hurt us. So we just got to be honest about that. Really. So we'll just have to see, man. We'll just have to see.
I mean, look, I just did the overall on the tweet, the tweet you were referring to that I posted on our Twitter account, is that if you look at his average, 20 kick returns for 656 yards, which is about a 33-yard average on kick returns. And then if you look at our average this year, we have about a 26 yards on average of kick returns. So like that's about a 7-yard increase in that right off the bat. And in the game of inches, 7 yards is 7 yards. We're talking about almost a first down here. So that's huge right off the bat, especially when we talk about our just kick return game's not been there. But again, on the other end of that too, it's not all the kick returners itself. It's the guys who are blocking too. So that also is an element too. They need to be better on top of our return game. So at least if you have a guy back there who can see things before it happens, as a running back, like you said, who has vision, I think it does give us an extra boost back there for sure.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. Give a shout out, man, to over. Hey, man, you guys a Cowboys fan in the building. Man. What's going on, man? Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you found our channel. I'm glad you're coming out here and just talking your talk. All right. So tomorrow we're gonna handle business. Okay. And I want you to show up tomorrow after we get finished putting this foot in that derriere. Okay. Now it's all good, man. Good to see you out here, man. Good to see you. Okay. We're gonna see what's happening.
Jitty, he mentions Quinton Williams here, and that was where I wanted to get to with another injury. So obviously, Trey Smith's out this game, high ankle sprain and a low ankle sprain. So I wonder how long he'll be out for. At least maybe a couple of weeks, I would say. But Caliendo is the guy who stepped in during that game. It was Mike Caliendo, and a lot of people were very afraid of Mike Caliendo having to be the guy to go against Quinton Williams on the D line tomorrow. And interesting enough, as far as the activations today, they activated Issa Pole, or they elevated him to the active roster. He was the tackle who played so well during preseason. He went to the Jets, and a lot of people were upset because he didn't allow pressure all preseason. But some of the arguments I've heard online is that if Issa Pole has been activated, maybe he's going to be the backup right tackle tomorrow, and then that means Jalen Moore, instead of being the backup right tackle, he'll just be our starting right guard tomorrow. How would you handle that right guard spot? Would Jalen Moore be your guy, or you say Caliendo has the most experience playing guard? We got to go with that, the more experienced guy.
Oh, man. I don't know. That's a very good question. We know Caliendo has more experience playing guard than Jalen Moore, but that doesn't say that Jalen Moore couldn't do the job. I think he could. Matter of fact, at guard, you're able to keep guys in front of you a little bit more, but Quinton Williams he's a whole different type of animal too. He's a real deal. So I think Jerry won out on, first off, I think they won in this whole trade deal with them and Michael Parsons, and it's gonna be a tall task for Caliendo. It's gonna be a tall task. Can he get it done? Sure. I hope he gets it done. Okay, he just got to knuckle down and make sure, man, you cannot let this guy get on you. And so You had to, I don't care, bite, crawl, scratch, hit that sucker with your elbow, knees, whatever you need to do to keep him off Patrick Mahomes. But not only that, also too, you got to open up some running lanes. And so Jalen Moore, I think he's a strong guy. Could he do it? Sure. I think he could too. But I don't know, Marcus. I don't know what the answer to that thing is, other than I think you go with experience there. The coaches obviously make that decision who say that we're going to go with the better guy. The problem goes with, well, I don't think it would be a problem. Let's say one of our tackles get hurt, excuse me, and then Jalen Moore has to turn over. You can move him back out and then have, Calino come and fit back at the guard. You could do that.
But does the Esapole elevation to the active roster mean anything to you? Because a lot of people are saying that means well, they're thinking, and I think a lot of people are wishful thinking on it. But Esapole is a tackle, so like he would be relegated to being that backup right tackle. So you don't actually, Jalen Moore doesn't need to be that. That's not his position anymore.
Could. Well, the only thing for me, Esapole is still green.
Very. Man,
I wouldn't want to do that. I put him out there, amongst some wolves just yet. If we do that, we in a bad way. I think he's going to be a very good tackle in the future. I don't think he's there right now. I know he's been working and getting some good work in, obviously, but it's shoot. I mean, he's a big man, but shoot, at this level, them suckers would be salivating to get that big joke out there, man. I'm like, look what they put in. Oh, okay, man. Let me get a little taste of that. So like I said, I think he's got a bright future, no question about it. But
I mean, I would, and obviously he would be a backup tomorrow. So obviously, if anything happens to Juwan Taylor, I'd be concerned regardless. I know people think that Esapole is going to come in, and I know Jeremy Gallagher, you're a big fan. I know you're a big fan of Pole. I know there's a lot of Chiefs fans who are huge fans, but again, like JD said, this is essentially a playoff game, guys. I don't want to roll with someone who's green in a pivotal game like this after having no experience in game time. But Wanya was a healthy scratch last week, so it leads me to believe that Wanya's a healthy scratch last week. Okay, then maybe Jalen Moore could be the guy they want to go with at right guard here, and then you have Esapole as the backup right tackle tomorrow. I don't know. I hope that's not the case. I hope Esapole is never playing tomorrow, but. Because I don't want to go with the green guy in a pivotal game like this.
No, I just don't see that happening. I just don't see it happening. So,
second playoff game in a row. It really is. It started last week, guys. The other injury inactive, big one was CRW. Roland Wallace out this game. He played pretty decent last week. But elevated Mike Edwards. So and I know you're a big Mike Edwards guy. So do you really not that you like that Roland Wallace got injured? We're not happy about that at all. But like to have Mike Edwards in there kind of gives us that veteran presence. And Mike Edwards, he's a gamer.
Yes, he is. Yes, it does. I think that's the right move. And I really wondered why Mike Edwards hadn't been up there, but we've been pretty stacked at that position. And so what I did hear from Spags was saying that Noah Williams comes in, and of course you could put Fulton in that slot position playing nickel. You could do that. So there's some things you could absolutely do as far as coverage wise. But Mike Edwards, man, we know sucker's a baller. Hey, no problem. Have Mike Edwards in that room, if anything, it will make him a whole lot better. He'll put people in the position that they need to be in. So he'll help those young guys out a lot. So I think it was a great move. I really do.
It was a text about, obviously Mike Edwards is a safety, and Roland Wallace is like one of these kind of Swiss Army knives where he's a cornerback, kind of like Shamari Connor in a way, where he's like cornerback, safety, don't really know what he is. Is Roland Wallace more of a safety to you? I mean, I feel like he's more utilized as a cornerback, but I guess like the fact that they're elevating Edwards in place of Roland Wallace just tells you is he more of like they see him more as a safety?
He's more of a safety. That's how I picture him. And when I watch him play, like I told you before, these past couple of weeks, he's done a good job. I think he's been okay. But I do see some things that I feel like coverage-wise and communication, they hadn't necessarily been on the same page. And he won the other one. Jamari was another one. I said that. I was like, hey, man, these guys are still kind of young. They're still figuring everything out. They're still trying to communicate to see where they all fit and where they're supposed to be. So that's very important to know your proximity to everybody else on the field. But I think he's a talent. I think he's a talented guy. I watched him. Spag says so. I think, shoot, they do. They have something there. But, yeah, like you said, Mike Edwards coming out, I think they do seem somewhat more of it like a safety. No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
When you said miscommunication, not miscommunication, but the fact that these are young guys out there, and Mike Edwards being there is actually going to help that. And there's because there are a lot of young guys out there still, even without CRW. But I saw this one clip, and it actually, when you kind of made the connection about the whole that there is kind of miscommunication going on out there, it was their last 3 and out that the Colts had. And on that play, because Jaden Hicks was getting playing time towards the end of that game when CRW was out, there's a play where McDuffie's calling Hicks over. He's like, yo, look, come back over here. And I saw that like 2 days after our post-game show. I was like, I said, JD called it out right away. There's a lot of miscommunication going on there. But I thought it was really fun. I'm trying to find the clip here. Okay. I thought it was really funny because it kind of it embodied everything you were talking about as far as like the overall a lot of the miscommunication going on.
Yeah.
And then other inactive, we kind of knew this already. Noah Gray out with a concussion. Again, let's applaud him for that amazing catch. And he caught that thing when he's pretty much unconscious. That was unreal.
Yeah, man. I was, it kept going back. I'm like, man, it didn't hit the ground. It didn't. But him being out like that, who was what's his name? Latu, being able to, just be right there beside him, man, put his arms on, and just kind of take care of him. I thought that was huge. It's amazing. It just shows, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Tells you about the type of character and person he is. We want to be out there, man. Guys don't want to get hurt. We don't see other guys get hurt. We say all the time, man, we're going to kill this guy. Some guys, it's going to happen. You're going to get in some tussles and hit some people in the throat, but more so than not, you want everybody to be well after the game is over. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it also shows you, because everyone, like you said, it's a lot of competition, a lot of crap talking on the field, but at the end of the day, you guys are all human beings. You guys are all in it, to try to get through 60 minutes of football unscathed. And oftentimes that doesn't happen because it is a physical game. But to see a guy in a moment like that, and it's such a huge play too. First thing he thought it was to help Noah Gray while he's on the ground unconscious, and the entire Colts sideline. Honestly, everyone was really with that. But Latu, and I gave him a shout out on our Twitter account. I believe his mom retweeted it. I thought that was funny. Oh, awesome! It's good.
It's an indictment of her, right? To show how good of a woman she is that her son was able to take care of another player like that.
He's taught well.
But Noah Gray's out this week. Jared Wiley, do you think we'll see a lot of Jared Wiley? Or is this more of a Robert Tonyan showcase game? Not showcase, but we'll see more obviously of Robert Tonyan this week. And what do you expect from Tonyan?
Yeah, Tanya's going to be the second tight end as he should be, man. I want to see him get some catches. I want him to get out there and do some blocks. I like to see Jared Wiley get out there and let him get some playing time too. Get him some burn. But it'd be good. So did any of y'all watch how we shut down the Eagles? I seen the Eagles was up 21-0 on y'all. And then somehow I don't know what happened. So that's all I seen at first. And then when they said the Cowboys won, I'm like, what are you talking about? So yeah, man, they pulled it out 24-21. So I don't know what was going on up in Philly, man, but 21-0. Man, how they was, they was mollywhopping y'all. WCB call 17. I seen that. So, talk to
brutal.
Otaku. Wiley is an NFL player, in my opinion. Would love to be proven wrong. Okay, I think he's an NFL player. He's tall, lanky guy. Got hurt, obviously, and so that has hurt his progression. But I think he can be a good player when it's all said and done. He can catch the football. He's got a great catch radius. He can a threat down in the red zone. So we'll just have to see what he is. But he's definitely an NFL player. He is. He just happened to be behind one of the greatest to ever play the game. So.
And I actually got rolled on Twitter a couple. It was last week. It was last week because everyone was sharing a mock draft of us getting the tight end for the from Oregon, who looks great. He looks like a beast. I don't think he'll be last to pick wherever we are, 31, 32. But I said we're good. We're good on that. We got Jake Brennan-Stool. Of course, all the younger the Gen Z fan base was furious about it, saying, "Oh man, you're saying Jake, but we've never even seen that guy. He sucks. He's a bum." It's like all these things. Like, okay, guys, and that's the thing too. It's like we never saw him right. We saw him maybe a couple days of training camp, but the team kept him, stashed him because they didn't want anybody else to get him. What does that tell you? What does that tell you?
Yeah, man, jokers don't know what they talking about, Marcus. Shoot, joke right there is a baller. And I told you I talked to Tom. Me and Tom Mellon had a good conversation about it. He said, JD, I was like, man, Tom, I said, man, how is it that Jay didn't get drafted? He said, Jason, man, he said, I don't know, man. I'm telling you, to be honest with you, I have no idea. He said, man, when I seen him on field, I really like the kid because he's here. And he's like, man, I'm glad we got him. I'm like, yeah. I said, shoot, to be honest with you, this was probably one of the sneakiest steals of the draft. People don't quite understand. Jake Brennan-Stool, I'm telling you, man, if y'all have a chance, the ones that saying that, I'm like, just say, go watch the tape. How about that? Y'all go watch his college tape, and then y'all make an assessment after that, okay? All right? Because the guy can move, he can catch, he can do it all. So I think he was like the leading tight end, receiving tight end, I think, or something like that. He led some category.
I think he had most touchdowns, maybe
something like that. Yeah, the history of Clemson, shoot. So, the real deal, man.
Yeah, people just want the hot thing right now, the hot toy right now.
Keep sleeping on him. Just keep sleeping on him. So.
Yeah, I've been in contact with some of his family members. Brennan-Stool plans on coming on the show, I think in the off season, when the season's over. So that'll be cool to have Jake come on the show because apparently the family knows how big of fans you are, JD, and they're stoked about that.
Yeah.
But like it's one thing too. It's like people want to say, oh yeah, he was like, he's a bum, he never played, but like usually a guy like that, you've been in the training camp, JD, when guys don't play. If the guy ain't good, they're cutting you because they never saw you play. They saw this guy play 1 week of camp. Like, okay, yeah, we're gonna stash him on IR because not everybody gets that stash. They stashed him on IR for a very good reason. Very good reason. People talk about Esapole, they let him go, but no, they chose this guy to go put on IR and to keep him on the team. For what reason?
Yeah, come on, man. Shoot, you know what the deal is.
They're not just doing that for any guy. And this is the play I wanted to show you, JD, to talk about the miscommunication. So this is McDuffie kind of getting on Jaden Hicks at end of this game. I thought this was interesting as JD talked about the communication going on. So right there. So look at Hicks go to the other side, and look at McDuffie freaking out.
Hey, man. Yeah. Yeah. That was downs, too. It'd have been wide open.
And there was a time at the beginning of the game on one of their field goals where they got stopped, but Downs motion and nobody went with him, and Daniel Jones totally missed the throw. It was behind him completely, and he was wide open. Yeah.
Yeah, if he don't cover him on this one, man, he's gonna hit his head on the goalpost. This is curtain call right there, baby.
But I'll say it just tells you McDuffie. I know he's still a young guy, but like, hey, he's got to be the guy in the secondary. He's the elder statesman in that secondary.
The elder statesman. That's right. That's right. So little things like that. And, you have miscommunication, but that, like, man, a significant play like this is a call right here, man. Daggone. You can't mess up on a play like this. You just can't. So important. But that's what I was saying. Like, these guys are still young. They're still figuring things out. There's some things they still got to, like, hey, man, I'm wrong, lined up wrong over here. And so, yeah, you get an older guy like, Mike Edwards here. He's going to help out a whole lot. But even for Trent, from all the way over there, the corner, right corner, it's
And how loud is that stadium for him to yell and, like, to get him back over there?
Uh-huh. We see Chamari going, play it again. Let me see this again. I'll tell you what, man. Shoot. I'm glad they kind of seen Daniel Jones was trying to read what they was doing, because if he snapped the football initially off of this, he was cooked.
A good quarterback will do that.
Yes, sir. Wow.
And I know because we talked about Jaden Hicks before, and, like, I think I asked you a couple weeks ago, are you surprised he's getting lack of playing time? Is that the kind of stuff you've noticed? Like that kind of stuff? Is that, you think that's kind of the reason why he's getting snaps behind CRW in some of these spots?
I think so. Look, knowing what you do on the field is one of the most important things that you can possibly do, regardless of athletic ability and tackling. Jaden Hicks can do all those different things. He's a very, very, very good football player. The versatility that CRW has maybe rules out over that, but also too, it's like, hey, who has the least amount of mental errors when we are here? Spags, he switches it up a lot. So you have a lot of different responsibilities. Those guys have a lot on their hands, especially in secondary, to know who you got. So not only do you have to cover guys in backpedaling, but you got to know what guys all around you all the time in your areas and in zones. It would be good if everybody just had, man, you say, you got this guy, you stay on him the entire time, but it's not how it works. So in anybody, it could be anybody, Marcus, in a secondary. I don't care who it is. It could be a veteran of 15 years. If he don't know what he's doing and he's in the wrong position, he compromises what you want to do. That right there, man, is you can't have that. In pivotal games like that, can't do it. Can't have it.
And that's kind of stuff. You do that against Dak Prescott. I know people Chief fans want to. I know he's our opponent this week, guys, but you guys can recognize if a quarterback's good. Dak Prescott's a good quarterback. He ain't. If he sees that, he's going to take advantage of that.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. And yeah, he got some guys out there he can take advantage of it with. Hopefully, CD Lamb is still dropping the ball like he has been. Man, that joker, man,
crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Jeez, he's been having a rough year as far as with that. So this whole Pickens, all of this, I don't know as far as with all the stuff coming out with him and Brittany, and then there was another one.
Oh, that's all fake. That's people making up BS out there.
Is it?
Yeah. I wanted it to be real so we could have that fuel in the locker room, but now I'd say it's BS.
I was wondering. I'm like, that's what my question. I'm like, why? I done got two things shared to me, and he didn't say it. One, he said something about Philly fans, and the other one's like about her.
Yeah, I don't know about the Philly one, but I know the Brittany one is completely false. That was a made up fake thing people wanted to put out there.
Yeah, let me see.
People trying to get Pat upset.
Yeah, Patty, he ain't going for it, man.
I mean, Pickens is coming up to Pat and Kelce after the Christmas Day game last year, telling them to come get me.
This right here, man, was the one in Philly. I don't know if you should show this one, but it was stupid. I'll just show it to you. You know how to put it out here on the screen.
Okay.
And I was just like, yo, man. I was like, I know this dude didn't say that. You see that one?
No, I didn't see that one online.
You didn't see that one? Oh, man. Well, I'm like, why? Why y'all doing this guy like that, man? For real.
I mean, he's been balling out, though. I thought once CD came back, I thought we were going to see a regression in his numbers, but he's been playing. I mean, we always do the kid at the talent. I mean, he always had the talent.
Yeah, man. This, it's all about him keeping it together.
And playing with a good quarterback too. I mean, when you're playing with Mason Rudolph and those types over there, I mean, it's a different class of guy with Dak Prescott.
Yeah, they can be frustrated with a young guy like him, and that's what I was saying. Like, we know, yeah, always had talent, never questioning that. You didn't know if it was just going to blow up in your face or not. The maturation process is what was significant, I thought, with him.
Yeah. And I mean, and I'll say this. I know people want to knock on Jerry Jones a lot. Like, Jerry Jones has done some good stuff with Dallas this year. I know the Micah Parsons thing kind of fell through, but like, hey, at the end of the day, he was able to get Kenny Clark, as well as bringing in Quinn Williams, and that defensive line went from. And honestly, I have to say that defensive line is better than the defensive line they had with Micah Parsons last year with Williams and Clark there. I mean,
yeah, for sure. Absolutely. No question about it. So,
and then Javonte Williams signing him for a 1 year, $3 million deal, and then you trade for Pickens as well in the offseason. It was, I mean, he's done a really good job. And I know people want to laugh. It's okay to laugh and make fun of Cowboys, but like, call spade a spade. He's done pretty well this year with his offseason moves.
Mm-hmm.
And Javonte, 1 year, $3 million, JD? Come on.
It's a steal.
They pay him what we paid Eli Mitchell. And Eli Mitchell's poor guy's elevated and deactivated every week.
Oh, yeah. Hold on real quick. Yes? What's up, sweetie? Hey.
Are you on the show?
I am on the show. Say hello to Marcus, everybody out here.
Hey, Susan.
Hello.
Happy Thanksgiving, Susan.
Hi, good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you, too.
I'll be on the show as soon as I put this little one on to sleep. I'll be watching your show.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
Sorry. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Love you too. Bye. She was at the store earlier grabbing some stuff. So.
All right, so I think we're changing up a little bit of what we usually do. So obviously we don't have Friday show this week, so we're bringing Keys to Victory and our betting show to Wednesday tonight. So we talked about Teja and I will be doing our bets beforehand while JD gets his Keys to Victory, and we'll end the show with JD's Keys to Victory for this Thanksgiving slate here. So I think we got our guy Teja in the backstage right now. Let's bring him in here. There he is.
Here I am.
Tej?
What up, Tej?
What up?
Man,
you're a man of the people. You're picking up your wife's call in the middle of the show. It's great.
Man. Yeah, that's why I was sitting there thinking, like, what is? Okay, say what's going on. Just make
She might give you a hard time about that later, though.
Yeah, she had no idea. She had no idea she was on speaker.
She didn't sound thrilled. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah, that's all right.
Are you on the show? Yeah, I'm on it right now. Oh, it was like, what? Okay.
He was like, say hi to everybody.
I gotta do it. I gotta do it also too to her. Like, she'll take every moment to catch me. Look, I told y'all. I don't know if y'all know it's not Tej. Okay, Marcus. I know I told you, but my wife tries to tackle me every single day. That's what she does. This little bitty Puerto Rican girl is trying to refit her hands and stuff because I don't taught her how to get low and use, leverage and all of that. That's what she's doing. And she's just grunting. I just laugh. It's just so funny to me.
That's great.
Yeah. Oh man.
At first, I thought you meant she tries like tackling you and like in with words and arguments, but you actually meant like
physically try to tackle me. Yeah, like every chance she gets, like it never fails. And I know what she's doing now. I'm figuring out when she's trying because I see the little grunt coming. Right, I can see her trying to get ready, and I got to post up. I'm like, yo, like cut it out. But I think we ever get. I'm saying this. We ever get as a flag football women's team, she's going to be out there. I'm telling you right now. So
a rusher, rushing the quarterback.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Nonstop, man. High energy, high motor.
High energy, man. That's who she is.
Yep. It's great.
All right,
Yeah.
So we'll do the bets now, and then we'll push to keys to victory. So let's begin. So very close last week, guys. I was very close to cooking up a 5 for 5 for you guys last week. And if we just scored a touchdown on one of those red zone trips, we would have had it, but we didn't. So the over 45.5 did not hit. It was a 43 points was the total. Kelce 40 yards, boom. Mahomes 250, boom. Worthy 50 yards, boom. And then Colts under 24.5. That was fantastic. It didn't look good for a little bit there. The under 24.5, but it hit. But Teja 2+ passing touchdowns for Mahomes, nope. And Daniel Jones 4+ carries did not hit. Everything else did hit though. But yeah, I thought I was good. I thought I was locked in when we got down there towards the at one of those red zone trips. But no, it's just what they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to do it for me.
Jeez, these are all good bets, man. Daggone. All of them.
I was close on the Jones one. I thought he was going to get that. At least, I mean, look, Colts fans are actually kind of pissed off he didn't get it. They wanted like at least a sneak at him a couple times. Mm-hmm. He's a big guy. I don't know why they don't do that more often, to be honest with you. It's so dumb. And then the Mahomes passing one, I guess, was nowhere near. That was like, well, technically close, but, we were also close to scoring a lot of touchdowns that game, but didn't.
Yeah. Well, the game total, do they ever like when they do the total points, do they ever just say, hey, it's regulation? They don't ever say like overtime is not included in it. It's just like, okay, or just say, hey, this is just a game, whatever the game is at the end. It don't matter how many overtimes and stuff like that. I always wonder about that bet, since I'm not a betting guy, but I do see this. I'm like, this, overtime is that?
Nah, it's part of the game.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I got you. I think it. I'm not a big soccer bettor, but I'm pretty sure soccer. There's certain I think you have to bet extra time for some of those soccer bets. I think all the bets are final at the end of regulation. I think when it goes to overtime, I believe that's a thing with soccer. But I don't bet soccer at all. But yeah, it's just like fantasy. Your players and everything keeps accruing in the extra time.
I got you. Okay, yeah, I always wanted that. That's when I was questioning on betting, man. Y'all the betting gurus. Y'all know what y'all doing. So
we got you, baby.
Yeah.
Big Dog KC, Teja tried and to tell you thinking didn't jive with your facts, Marcus. What do you mean? Everything was right. I mean, the under 24.5 with us scoring above a certain amount to get us over the 45.5 points. I mean, it was there, and we just converted on 2 of those red zone trips.
It's true.
I mean, we converted on those. Yeah, I would have had Mahomes passing touchdowns too.
I mean, yeah, we both could have went home with little green. But
I'm really surprised Jones didn't hit. I mean, Mahomes was nowhere close to it. But I think Jones had his 3 carries in the first half. In another, but I just took his yards. I should have just done that, but whatever.
His scramble was kind of weird because he's a pretty athletic guy, but his scrambles were weird. He was jogging. Dude, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
He hasn't done it a lot this year. Period. It's really different from his Giants days.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know why. It's very odd. It's one of his skill sets. You're not utilizing someone who's good at something. It's just, and everyone is all over Steichen and like him being the best, how he runs circles around our coaching staff. Well, your big quarterback doesn't run sneaks. You don't run your mobile quarterback out in space and let him run. And you gave Jonathan Taylor like 8 carries. So, yeah.
Yeah. And I remember he took off one time and Romo was like, oh, here he goes, the guy. And he looked like he was just bumbling. I'm like, look at him like
a leisure stroll.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, he just didn't look like the guy.
Well, he had the calf injury, so I wonder if that like is worse than they're letting it on to be. Because I mean, he was like it was a weird like jog. I mean, like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I texted Mike because there's a few times where he broke out, or that one long run he had for like 9 yards. Mike almost caught up to him, and I texted Mike after the game. I was like, "Yo," I saw you again after the quarterback. Yeah, I thought you were gonna have him. He was like, "Nah, man, he was too fast."
Gave effort though. Love it.
So obviously, big game tomorrow. A lot of enticing bets in this Chiefs Cowboys game. A lot of people think it's gonna be a high scoring one. But yeah, it should be a good one for these prop bets. I'm very excited about mine. Teja, I know you're generally excited about yours. And actually, JD, for the first time, Teja's bets a higher one than mine this week.
Whoa. Okay.
It's not the first time.
Okay, the second time.
Okay.
Like 2 or 3.
Yeah. All right, Tej, take it away, brother.
All right, I'll go in the order that you have them listed. Mahomes, 250 passing yards. I see a lot of long drives, and although I think we do run the ball to help accomplish that, I still think Mahomes gets over 250. He's done this in his last 8 games, 9 out of his last 11 this season. Cowboys have let QBs throw for an average of 270 per game. Have only allowed 6 out of 11 this season doing that, which isn't great for those numbers, but that's just because most teams end up running like hell against them. With the recent additions on defense, it's kind of hard to gauge who they really are right now because it is sort of new. They have a brand new D tackle, brand new inside linebacker. They got Overshown back. They got Ravel back. They've gotten a lot of guys back. So Hurts threw for 289. Okay, let's just let that be a barometer for the sky's the limit for Mahomes if Hurts is throwing for 289 against him. So if he can do that, I could throw for $150. So there you go. Mahomes over 250. Ferguson, 4 catches. I was very close to doing 5. I really wanted to do 5 and added like another $100 to the damn bet. I decided with 4. I'm taking this down. I'm keeping 4. He's averaged at least 4 since Lamb's been back. He's done this in 4 out of his last 5 games. He didn't do it in the Broncos game because the Broncos erased him. I think he had either had 0 or 1 catch in that game. They erased him. I also think our corners are just playing really well right now, and the Cowboys will just going to have to throw the ball. Dak's just going to find open men. I don't think he's got a third of Pickens or he's got a third of Lamb, although they've been dominating targets. I do think Ferguson will be involved enough. We've also allowed a tight end to catch 4 balls in 5 out of the last 6 games. So there's that. That's kind of why in the end I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go 4. Williams, I have 2 anytime TDs. So I really went for it here. I rarely do those period, but I do like both of these. So Javonte's scoreless in his last 3, but which is his longest TD drought this season. His longest drought before that was just 1 game. He's only gone 1 game without scoring a TD before this last 3 drought. He has the highest touchdown odds in the game. I think there will be a lot of red zone trips in this game, and we have given up 9 rushing TDs in 10 games. So 0.9 per game. I think it's close enough. I'm going to take it. Hunt anytime TD. I don't really need to go over this with you guys. You guys know the deal here. But 4 straight games with a TD. I know Pacheco's back. And even if you're a Pacheco truther and you think he's going to be very effective this game on a given drive, by the time he gets to the red zone, he'll be overworked anyway. So even if he kills it on a drive, more than likely Hunt's going to come in to clean up the red zone touch. Yeah. I think we just try to prove a point to ourselves and the world that we can score touchdowns within the 5-yard line. And I think one way to do that, which has been probably our most proven way of doing that, is by giving Hunt the ball within the 5-yard line. Under 59.5. So we haven't gone, our games have not gone over that once all season. The Cowboys have gone over that 4 times. 2 of those went to overtime. 1 of those went for a tie. It was a 40-40 game. I'm throwing those out. In the 22 games that have ended in regulation, only 2 have gone over 59.5. So 2 out of 22 games have gone over that number between us and the Cowboys. I think that's good enough to just take that under. 25 to win 3, Vitty.
Okay. Pretty good. Mahomes 250 plus passing yards. I do believe that we will achieve that. Matter of fact, I have it down as rooting into one of my keys of victory. Let me see, Ferguson 4+ catches. I know you said what we giving up as far as with the tight ends and whatnot is I could definitely see that as an outlet.
1 catch a quarter.
You could do that, yeah, easy, and just outlet.
Sounds easy when you say that.
Yeah, no, yeah, it does. Quick little check down for sure. I think he's really going to try to get to Pickens. I mean, like throwing the ball to him a lot this game.
Sure,
Lamb. I mean, but I like Ferguson. He's a good tight end. He's always has been.
The first like 7 games of the season, he was like top 3 tight ends statistically.
Yeah,
he was killing it.
Yeah, so I do believe he's outlet guy. I like that. 4+ catches. I like how you said it. one a quarter. Yeah, definitely. You could definitely do that.
Space it out.
Yeah. Williams anytime touchdown. So you said what, Tage? What'd you say about his touchdown? Like a drought?
So he's been scoreless in his last 3. That's his longest touchdown drought of the season.
Okay. You said before that
other than that, he's only been like scoreless in like 1 game at a time. So like he'll go scoreless and then score.
Yeah,
one. So his longest streak's 3, and other than that, he just only has like a 1-game gap in between his touchdowns.
All right.
So 3's a lot for him.
Yeah, shoot. Yeah, I didn't even know he had a drought like that. I think it's a pretty good bet. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll buy into that. Williams anytime touchdown. I'll go with it. Hunt anytime touchdown. 1,000%. I don't think Pacheco's going to be getting the type of runs like Kareem is going to do. It just didn't make any sense for that to happen. And even if we get down into the red zone, anytime inside there, Kareem Hunt's going to run the football. It'd be idiotic not to. For somebody that we know is one of the best short yardage backs in the league. Not only that, but man, the way he jumped over that, man, I'm telling you, I ain't seen the running back jump over the pile in a long time. That sucker leaped out. He was out there, man, like a crowd surf almost. That joker was just like, it looked good. So he's got it in him. So I love his Hunt anytime TD. Under 59.5 total points. Let me see, where am I? Okay. Oh man, I'm not quite there. Under, yeah. So yeah, we good. We good. You said under. Yeah, that's a good bet. Yeah.
Have you not unveiled your final score prediction yet? Is that why you
have
want
not?
to say it?
Yeah,
okay,
no, I have
okay.
not. So
I bet you I can guess what it is. I'll do it later.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna see how close you get. I'm gonna see how close you get. With this one. It's gonna be a good one. but $25 to win $350. I like it. I like it, Teja. Man, here we go. Shoot, let's go, Teja. Let's
Take
go
some
with
risk.
it, baby. Yes, sir. Yes,
I'm a
sir.
real boy. I'm a real boy now.
Yeah. Look at him.
I'm all
He's
grown up.
Yeah.
I'm all grown up. Scott, I didn't even shave for this. Just to prove it to you.
And you got that cut from shaving too to prove it to you that you are growing up.
Exactly.
You're becoming a man. All right. So my bets, I think Teja and I only have one crossover bet this week. It's the Mahomes passing yards one. But we'll begin with Chiefs money line. That is just taking the Chiefs straight up to win. No spread, just Chiefs winning this game. So I got a few numbers to back that up. So in the Andy Reid era, the Chiefs have played the Cowboys 3 times and since Andy Reid's been our head coach. The Chiefs are 2-1 against the Cowboys. Mahomes is 14-1 in a dome in his career. So people are calling him Patrick Mahomes. And this is the interesting one here. So I got 2 betting statistics here. So since 2004, favorites on Thanksgiving are 51-9 straight up. Road favorites, however, which the Chiefs are, favored by 3.5 points. The Chiefs road favorites are 25-1 straight up since 2004 on Thanksgiving. So on Thanksgiving, when you are a favorite on the road, it's pretty much a lock since 2004. 25-1 on the road are favorites in Thanksgiving. So Chiefs 3.5 point favorite. I like the odds there with that one. All right, so number 2, Cowboys under 28.5 points. So a lot of people think it's going to be a high-scoring game, and it might as well be a high-scoring game, but I have the Cowboys going under 28.5. In all 4 of Cowboys' losses this year, they've scored below 28.5 points. 10 of 11 of our opponents have scored below 28.5 points. The only time that happened was the Jacksonville Jaguars. They scored 31 points. Even in our loss to Buffalo Bills, they scored 28 points. That's still below 28.5 points. But yeah, so Cowboys have lost every game. They've scored under 28.5 points. So that bodes well for the top bet. Number 3, Travis Kelce, 40-plus receiving yards. You may see you've seen that one before. That's something that we've shown. I think I pretty much bet every game this year. That's hit 10 of 11 times this year. Looking at the Cowboys against tight ends this year, I thought this was very interesting. So 5 of 11 tight ends have hit 40 or more yards. And there's another interesting one. 5 of 11 have hit 40 or more. 5 of 11 have gotten within 9 yards of 40 or more receiving yards for tight ends. So, like, 10 of 11 tight ends this year have either eclipsed the 40-yard marker against the Cowboys or have gotten within 9 yards. And some of these tight ends are nowhere in the league of Travis Kelce. So, tight ends are getting in the ballpark of 40 yards. The only one that didn't get in the ballpark was Dallas Goedert last week. Only had 2 catches for 20 yards last week against the Cowboys. So, they are getting within that, and I think Kelce is going to have a big game. This is zone defense, and I think you're going to see a big game from Kelce. I think you're going to see a big game from Rice in the middle of the field tomorrow. So Mahomes, 250 yards. Teja pretty much said everything here. Mahomes has hit this 8 straight, 250 passing yards. Hit the 8 straight, 9 of 11 games this year. Only 6 of 11 quarterbacks have eclipsed this number against the Cowboys. Cowboys are allowing the 3rd highest passing yards per game this season at 252. Mahomes' average on the season is 270 passing yards. So this is just getting what Cowboys are pretty much giving quarterbacks here. And, of course, Dallas plays 78% of their defenses in zone. Mahomes historically just dominates zone defenses, and I think we're going to see a lot more of that tomorrow against them. And then the final one, this is the one that I think a lot of people big dog KC, 40 yards is a big game for Kelce. No, I'm just saying he's going to have a big game tomorrow. I'm going safe there by going the 40 yards. So I'm being safe on that. 10 of 11 times this year, it's almost a guarantee. So the last one is Kareem Hunt, 50-plus yards rushing. I know a lot of people think with Pacheco coming back, but as JD and I kind of opened the show today, Pacheco might be in a limited capacity, and who knows? They might not even play him tomorrow. This is a guy who's got a lot of hardware on that knee. I don't see him having a big impact tomorrow. If he is active, I don't see him having a big impact. I think they're going to continue with the hot hand with Kareem Hunt. Last 2 games, Kareem Hunt has eclipsed the 50-yard marker. If you go a game before that, he had 49 yards rushing in that game. And here I have another yards. So 5 of 6, the Cowboys. In the games they've lost or tied, 5 of the 6 running backs had clips 50 yards rushing. In the games they tied or lost, they've had 5 losses. They have 1 tie. And 5 of the 6 games went over 50 yards rushing to the opponent's running back in that game. So, and then overall in the season, 6 of 11 games, the running backs have had 50 or more rushing yards. But in the games that they've either lost or tied, 5 of the 6 running backs went over 50 yards rushing. So that is 25 to win 250 yards. Or
Okay.
$250, not 250 yards.
Yeah. Well, pretty close. So
Close,
very
yeah.
So Chiefs money line on board with that for sure. Cowboys under 28.5 points. I do have them under 28.5. I think our defense is going to stifle them. I don't see them getting, anything nowhere near that, Marcus. Actually, Kelce, 40-plus receiving yards. Is one of my keys right there, too. I do believe he's going to have that as well. Mahomes, 250 yards passing yards. Absolutely. I do believe he will have at least that. Hunt, 50-plus rushing yards. Now, I know everybody's talking about how bad their passing defense is, but I would say it's going to be a mistake if we don't hand the ball off to Kareem Hunt and let him get established, really just kind of running down their throats. And I think it would be probably more advantageous for a guy like Caliendo and those guys to be run blocking as opposed to pass blocking, especially against Williams up there. I would, So a couple of little trap blocks, zone blocks, get a couple of double teams on him. I think you probably have a much better chance doing it that way as opposed to, trying to sit back and throw the ball, 50 times a game. I think we just keep this thing going with Hunt. I think we found something here. I think we'll continue with that as far as offensively doing that. So that right there, bet $25 and win $250. Not a bad bet at all. This looks pretty easy.
All right, JD. Now you got to make your selection here.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, God, both of y'all got good bets, man. Y'all do. Y'all got good bets. Good bets this week. I can't really say anything against any of these. Teja, Mahomes, 250-plus passing yards. Do believe that. Ferguson, 4+ catches, 1 catch a quarter. We can definitely make that happen. Williams, anytime TD. We shutting guys down. That's the only thing about it. Are we shutting them down? I think so. Williams I didn't know he had a drought like that. So maybe it's something that they see is you could, kind of take advantage of. Hunt anytime TD. I do like that. Under 59.5 total points. Yes. And so good bet. $25 to win $350. Do like it. Marcus, week 13. We got Chiefs money line. Here we go. Got that. Cowboys under 28.5 points. I do believe that is going to happen. Kelce, 40-plus receiving yards. I do believe that is it's an easy one. Mahomes, 250 passing yards. Yes, sir. That's definitely going to happen. And Hunt, 50-plus rushing yards. If we decide to run the daggone football. And I want us to. I hope we do. We just had to see, man. I'm just like, man, we can't go start falling back in our old ways. Can't do it. We can't fall back in our old ways. And hopefully we don't do that. If we don't do that, we let Kareem have at least 15 carries, at the very least 15 to 20. At the very least, I think we'll be fine. I think we're going to see a little bit of the same, the success that he had running the football as he did on Sunday. So that bet right there, $25 to win $250. Man. Ooh, man. Y'all Dash Brothers made it tough on the brother, man. Yeah, God. I tell you what, this week I'm gonna have to go with. You know what? I'm gonna go with Teja. Teja, I'm going with you this week, man.
I'm surprised. Why
Yeah,
did you go with Marcus?
I was gonna go with Marcus. So I'm gonna go with you. I like the 350.
Yeah, an extra 3 instead of the 2. Really, you smoked you.
That's what got me. Yeah, that's the thing, man. The money coming back from that. And the two things, your bet, obviously the Williams anytime TD. It's concerning that it's been a drought, but but
it's gotta get right. You gotta get right at some point.
At some point, yeah. But maybe this ain't gonna be another week. Hey, you're gonna have to find somewhere else to get that, brother. Somewhere else. It had to happen another week, not this week.
Well, I'm also starting him in fantasy, so I really do hope he
I do.
I almost took his carries, but I'm worried about one thing that we do for some reason, and this goes against the most run-heavy teams in the league. Teams just move to the passing game against us prematurely. They always do it. Rarely do teams commit to the run and stay with it. They just don't. Like, our lack of run enthusiasm rubs off on teams or something. I don't know what it is, man. But like teams, like, I mean, look, you couldn't find maybe a more run happy team than like Detroit, Indianapolis, and even Baltimore. And like all 3 of those teams have been in the run against us. Philly did. Philly actually kept with it, even though it wasn't working that well, which is interesting. But yeah, I just think they're going to bail on the run. If like, especially if we go up at all, they're just going to go like full pass mode at that point.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Quick, just put in Dak's hand and just let him go. Let him fire away. Sure, I've seen it so many times. We've seen it so many times. It's just they always lean on that, and as they should, right? As they should.
But their O-line, I think their strength is run blocking. They got a bunch of road graders over there. I like their young line. But they're without what's his name, right? Guyton.
I believe so.
Are they?
Yeah.
That actually helps us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the aggressive one.
All right.
Sasha says, I'm a bit concerned about Hunt's short rest after his biggest workload in years. He'll be fine.
He had 27 carries last year in a game, and then I think he followed that up like 21 carries the following week.
Yeah, he was also averaging like 8 carries a game for us the first 10 games of the season, so he's fine.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's fresh. He's all right. So
we haven't been overusing anybody on that in the running back room.
And according to Andy Reid, he wanted more touches too last week. So the 30 wasn't enough for him. He wanted more.
Oh, I bet.
Keep feeding the guy.
Mm-hmm. But that's I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna let everybody out here know that I don't think you can lose with either one of these brothers' bets right here. Okay, so I like a little bit more change in my pocket. So
yeah, splash both of them. Everyone's thankful for these bets tomorrow.
Right?
Can I guess your total before you get to your segment?
Yes.
38-17.
No.
All right.
No. I'm at 55.
31-24.
That's it.
Okay.
38-17 is also 55.
Yeah.
Hey, I got your total correct.
Yeah, total correct. Yeah. But that's 31-24.
31-24. Okay. So we even have a field goal buffer in there between my over.
Yeah. Yep. So I think it's going to be a nice outing tomorrow. Gonna give a show. All 3 games, man. This is good. True. This lineup, man, with the games.
Oh, I'm very happy about it.
Yeah.
It's the best. And then Burrow coming back for the Sunday night or the Thursday night game tomorrow night. I mean, that's gonna be great.
I got a real romantic date with the couch tomorrow. We're gonna be intimate tomorrow.
I say that like the Lions like being good again has kind of made Thanksgiving football like more because the Cowboys, for the more or less whether they make the playoffs or whether they win in playoff games, they're usually a relevant team. Lions just haven't been relevant. And now they're relevant again. It makes that early spot on Thanksgiving like much more of a bigger game.
Mm-hmm.
In the past, the Rodgers with the Favre teams would just dominate the Lions on the noon spot, but now it's just like it's actually like good football. So, all right, so guys, now it's time for JD to get ready for the best segment in all of Chiefs content. Is the keys to victory. So JD, I'll let you get set up and just give me a thumbs up when you're ready to rock.
All righty. Yeah, be real quick. All right. Send us to bed, baby. Let's go.
Hey. So we'll be ending the show on JD's segment, guys. So yeah, from the entire crew here, we love y'all. We're very thankful for everybody in our Chiefs Concerns community. Chiefs Concerns wouldn't be that without you guys, and so we just want to let you know we love y'all. And yeah,
Well said.
Well said. All right. See you on the moment.
all right. Okay, so while JD gets ready for the keys to victory for the Thanksgiving special, can't wait. So yeah, just give you guys the lowdown. So tomorrow, after the game is over, we'll be right back on here. Probably a quick show, about 15 to 30 minute episode, just to kind of recap what we just saw in that game, so everyone can get back to doing family stuff. Just like kind of like last year, we had the Christmas show right after the game was over. We talked about that. It was kind of a blowout, but we talked about that in a 30-minute episode. Then we got out. So we'll meet with you guys tomorrow right after the game, right here on the same bad channel, Chief Concerns, right after the game. So yeah, should be good. Teja, JD and I were talking about all the different injuries in the injury report. No Noah Gray, no Trey Smith. And we talked about the whole Issa Pole and the fact that a lot of people think that because he's being elevated to the active roster, does that mean that we might see actually Jalen Moore play right guard tomorrow instead of him having to be back in right tackle duties? He may be actually the right guard they go with tomorrow. That's kind of the theory that everyone's talking about online right now.
I mean, aren't there a lot of guys who watch practices or see any kind of I mean, wouldn't they know he's been lining up at right guard? They'd have no knowledge of that whatsoever. I mean, I would think we would know.
Well, in the preseason, he was rotating with Kingsley for the left guard spot.
No, but sure. But like leading up to this game this week, I'm saying, wouldn't he like get reps? Wouldn't we know if he's getting reps at right guard?
I don't know.
I mean, it's a lot of money to sit down on the bench, not play him there.
Especially if you had a sample size of seeing what Caliendo is. And I think for the most part, we know what Caliendo is. Jalen Moore, I think, would give us something on top of his price tag. But like, I think he can give us a little bit more than what Caliendo's giving us in that right guard spot.
Talent?
Talent, yeah, a bigger body too. He won't get me thrown around like Caliendo has been. Poor guy. But
I don't think they'll hesitate. I mean, this isn't like a Tooney situation, like last year where we were worried about pulling Tooney if we had to. And putting him, basically what I'm saying is Caliendo's leash is not long. I think if he's having trouble, I think he gets yanked.
Agreed.
Especially against, I mean, they're not the joke they were the Cowboys. They got some guys there now. Right.
No, I mean, they're fighting for a playoff spot. I mean, like just like we are. I mean, both our seasons kind of turn around with that big win on Sunday. You can make the argument that the Cowboys had a more of an emotional victory since it was a division game, right? And then they were celebrating like they won the Super Bowl right after that game last week. Whereas us, we were pissed off after that game. We were just more mad that the game was as close as it was. But where Cowboys were celebrating like they won the Super Bowl in the locker room, just shows you two different type of franchises where they are, right? That was like Schottenheimer's marquee win was winning that game, whereas like that was just another game for us. And Mahomes' face said it all when we made the kick at the end.
Yeah, I mean, they're both pretty emotional. I think with our situation with tiebreakers, our situation might have been more dire. I think our backs were more against the wall. That wasn't like an ultimate must-win game for the Cowboys. I think that it's good that they won it, but we had to win that game, or our playoff hopes would have plummeted.
Yeah.
Theirs wouldn't have. It would have gone down, but we have a weird situation with the teams we're running with.
Yeah.
We lost the tiebreaker to all of them. So We're a little more desperate.
Big dog Casey has lost that game more than the Cowboys won it. Eagles lost that game more than the Cowboys won it. I mean, yeah, they.
I mean, a lot of people say that about the Colts, but yeah.
Yeah. We get some super chats here. We have a contribution from Otaku from Mars. Otaku, appreciate you, buddy. Much love, man. I hope you have a pleasant Thanksgiving with you, your friends, and family, my man. I appreciate that. Body workers culture. Appreciate the contribution, man. I'm not worried about the Hunt's carries. He's a professional athlete. He's good to go. Hey, you wanted more? And I think he's pretty much said in the press conference, he'll do what he's asked. If he wants the totes, he's going to get the totes. But appreciate the contribution, man. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow with you and your family and friends and whoever you choose to celebrate with. But I appreciate the contributions, guys. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with here on Thanksgiving Eve, the night before all the chaos ensues with in-laws, family members, whoever is coming to town. We really appreciate that.
I also think, too, going back to the emotional part, I think we're also used to emotional victories at this point. Used to that was their Super Bowl. Well, it wasn't our Super Bowl because we know what Super Bowls are.
Right.
So we win big. We've won big games. Like that's like another one we have to win. We're like upset. We're just behind at this point. We're just pissed off at the hole we've dug ourselves. Whereas like, when you and I were watching the game last week, I think it was before their comeback or they started their comeback. I was like, I hope they pull this out because they're going to be celebrating till at least Wednesday. They're going to be celebrating. So, I mean, they're not going to be recovering until Thursday morning when they have to play in a few hours. So I love it. We were like probably right after that game. We're like, all right, game Thursday, let's go. Let's not pine on this game at all. So,
apparently Kareem Hunt was on Nightcap with the Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco show. So I need to go tune in for that. I'm surprised I didn't see that. Was that tonight's episode? When was that? Because I usually do a good job watching these shows, so I'm kind of mad if I missed it. But I appreciate it. Let me know when that was. You got a question for Jimmy Gallagher?
Yeah, I'll answer that one. So, man, I'd like our D-line to step up the most, I think. So I think our D-line needs to step up and get pressure on Dak. If it doesn't, then the most important position group is secondary because they are heavy throwing and they have two stud receivers. So we don't need to be prognosticators to know our D-line's not creating a lot of pressure right now. So if we do want to create pressure, we're going to have to blitz. We're going to leave our guys on islands. They're going to have to guard two of the better receivers in the league. So I think it does fall in our secondary, most of the pressure. This is a big game. It's a big game for McDuffie's been in big games before, but it's a big game, especially for Watson. He's going to have to guard, he's going to have to be guard Pickens probably most of that game. A lot of people suspect Connor's going to get a lot of slot work because of Edwards being activated. Not a bad guess, but secondary.
I mean, I know there's different types of receivers, but like we have been testing against pretty good receiving groups this year. Like we had to go against Ladd, Keenan Allen, Quinn Johnston, and then you have AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. Giants was when Neighbors was healthy, so Neighbors, Wandelay, Zay Flowers didn't really have much over there. Jaguars, Brian Thomas Jr. Then Travis Hunter, that was his big breakout game. And then Amon-Ra, Jameson Williams. Raiders, no, nobody. Commanders, McLaurin. Did McLaurin play that game? He didn't play that game? That might have been his first game back,
but he was on a snap count.
McLaurin did play that game. So we had to go against McLaurin and Debo that game.
Debo was banged up, and so was McLaurin.
Okay, but it's still solid. One and
I
two.
I don't think those rival. Maybe a name some of them do, but as far as where they're at right now, I mean,
okay, but Amon-Ra, Jameson Williams,
not in production. Dude, Pickens is on two 140-yard games back to back, and he's their number two. Like he's got 290 yards the last two games. Like he is red hot. He's got great. It's a first year for him too. I think one of the best things that happened to the Cowboys offense was Lamb being out. It forced Dak to start having really good rapport with Pickens. And then when he came back, a lot of people suspected him to maybe go away from Pickens and just, start target hogging Lamb again, but he hasn't been. He's been balancing it out pretty well. In fact, Ferguson's probably the biggest sufferer in that group out of all the targets.
I mean, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, that's a pretty good comparison.
It is good, but production-wise, I mean, A.J. Brown's had like three or four duds this year.
Production-wise, sure, but these are talented wide receivers. These guys have to guard. Regardless of what the production is. I mean,
they're not bums.
These dudes.
They're not bums. They're just not producing the way these two guys are right now. It's the hottest, biggest name receiving core we faced all year.
For sure. And again, they aren't world beaters, right? Arizona Cardinals just smacked them in the mouth in Dallas 2 weeks ago. So
yeah, sure.
I think people forget that. Like, yeah, this is a 5-5-1 team, and the Arizona Jacoby Brissett just came in there and whooped them 2 weeks ago, and threw for like 450 yards in that game. So that's like, I think people need to pump the brakes. I know Dallas they have the two high flying receivers. They got Quinn Williams, but again, this is a team that just got spanked by Jacoby Brissett a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, let's also not forget. I mean, Quinn Williams, he's a good addition, but the Giants' run even stunk. Okay, with Quinn Williams there.
Jets.
Sorry, Jets defense run even stunk with him there.
Yeah,
I mean, so it's not like he came from the number of top 5 defense.
I'm totally with you. And I do think like this is one thing a lot of people are talking about. It's like Chiefs. I think it was the guy we can't stand is Jason McIntyre. I think he talked about how Xavier Worthy is yet to play in a dome. Forget the Super Bowl last year, but he's yet to play in a dome in his career in the NFL yet. And obviously Mahomes, and we talk about fast guys like that. So that's nice. That's a nice neutral spot for him. No, he played in the Falcons game last year, so that's not true. We played at Atlanta last year, so that's not true. But Mahomes, nonetheless, 14-1 in a dome, and so there's no elements in that game. He's gonna have himself.
Maybe he meant this season.
Yeah, okay. But 14-1 a dome for Mahomes, I think that's something that people aren't talking about enough. Is what he can do in a dome. So, and it's his home state too. Apparently, he's gonna have apparently he rented out a whole box for his family members. About like 50 to 60 people gonna be there. So yeah, you definitely know Mahomes wants to put on for his family in his home state. And it gets a team that he, grew up watching.
And Rasheed
as well. It gets its own defense too. That also adds to it.
So he's not driving it all around town.
Yikes! Come on. Why you had to bring that up? Why?
It's his hometown. Is that where it happened? It happened in Texas.
Oh man. Come on now. 2024. He played. What is it? It was 2023. Was when the Taylor Swift stuff began. Chicago. So we played against Eberflus in 2023. Mahomes went 24 for 33, 272 yards, 3 touchdowns that game. We won 41-10. It wasn't in Chicago, but it was in Kansas City. But that's Eberflus's defense, and Mahomes has dominated them before. So
good.
Yeah,
that's Worthy's only dome game. I mean, it's his second year in the league. It's not. He's like his 5th year.
I know. All right, guys. So that'll do it for myself and Teja. Now we're going to send you to the final part of the episode. We're going to send you into the dungeon, and that'll be the episode. So you guys enjoy the dungeon, enjoy the keys of victory, and enjoy Thanksgiving tomorrow. We hope you guys have a great and lovely Thanksgiving. We'll see you guys tomorrow after the game. But for now, enjoy our guy, former Chiefs tight end Jason Dunn, and his keys to victory.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble, everybody. Gobble, gobble.
Lock in, Chiefs Kingdom. Jason Dunn's dropping dimes. 10 keys to victory is football time. He's been in the trenches. He's battled the best. Breaking down the matchups, forget all the rest. From Mahomes to the defense, the blueprint is clear. JD's got the knowledge that the fans want to hear. Keys to the game, straight from a pro. How the Chiefs take the win? He's letting you know. Lock in, Chiefs Kingdom. Jason Dunn's dropping dimes. 10 keys to victory is football time.
You best believe the Chiefs are down there for business and blood. Well. Hey, welcome to another episode of the Keys to Victory down in the dungeon with your boy JD. Now, I tell you what, hey, we are here. It is time. We are ready. Let me see if I get all this right. I'm over in motion looking at how I look out here, huh? How I look. Now, I'll tell you what. This is like a homecoming for a lot of guys. We kind of talked about it. Rashid Rice going down. Teja was wrong for that one. You wrong for that joke right there, Teja. Okay? He was. All right? Xavier Worthy. We're talking about Patrick Mahomes. Okay? Everybody's heading back down there to big old Texas, right? All the things big come from Texas. Well, guess what? We're going to shut that big old mouth down there in Texas, too. We done had a couple of Cowboy fans. Somehow they've been able to get a little bit of life this year. Well, we seen it was going to be a rebuilding process. Jerry Jones can't get out of his own way, and he's been tanking the team since Michael Irvin's been there, and they ain't really been doing anything else since then. Tony Romo's been showing up on our back doorstep, trying to knock on the door to get in every once in a while. We've been tired of him, listening to him too. I like Tony Romo, but sometimes he's a little bit, okay, to deal with. Small doses of what we want to deal with this here. Now, what I will say is this. As we all getting ready, and we have our turkey and dressing and all our, cranberry sauce and greens and macaroni and cheese and, whatever, side that you want to have on here for tomorrow. You better be out here for this game right here. Because I'm telling you right now, this is going to be the one, the prime time. This is what football is all about, baby. You got two teams that's coming at that need a win. I keep saying this. Both teams need a win. Who's going to be more hungrier than the other guy? Okay? Well, we're going to find out, because at this moment, this is what feasting's all about. We're going to go down in that great big old expensive stadium, and we're going to make it ours. So, welcome to Chiefs home. That's where we're from. The Chiefs are from Texas. If people don't remember that or not, that's where we are. So we're going to talk about these keys to victory, okay? Because I'm telling you right now, we ready for the vittles and all the extra trimmings and all that. We're going to get it all tomorrow. Them cowgirls going to get a little bit of that there too. So get ready. Watch this out. Now, what we're going to talk about offensively, we're going to talk about key victory number one. Offensive line needs to hold it down. Yes, they do. Offensive line needs to hold it down. Look, one of the greatest guards in the game, Trey Smith, is out. They understand it. It came out. They're salivating. They're thinking, oh, my gosh, it's going to be easy work. Trey Smith is out. Their big, bad bruiser at right guard is the one. He's not there anymore. So now all you got is all these young guys and unproven guys coming in. Creed Humphrey's not as good because he's not with his tag team buddy, Trey Smith. And I hope when Trey and Creed, when they retire from football, I hope they go into wrestling. I hope they do. I would love to see a tag team with them jokers out there absolutely body slamming people, because that's what's been happening. Well, they got Williams down there. So we asking Caliendo, hey, man, handle your business. You got to hold the fort down. Where the troopers is down, you got to hold the fort down, right? They talk about, remember the Alamo. Guess what? We coming down. Caliendo, hold it down. If it had to be Jalen Moore, I'm fine with that too. We're going to be fine in that regard. We're going to be fine. Number two thing we have to do, Kareem the Dream 2.0. Give him the rock. Yes, sir, baby. Kareem the Dream 2.0. If everybody don't know who Kareem the Dream was, right? The Dream Shake, right? That's what we had down there. So when we talking about the things that are obviously, we talking about Kareem the Dream. I'm talking about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but I'm talking about the one back then, the Dream Shake, okay? Hey, the Dream Shake from down there in Texas, we know who that guy was. Hey, he was one of my favorite players. Keem Olajuwon. Kareem the Dream right here, He's 2.0. Give him the rock. What he went through last week, 30-plus carries, we got to see it again. Please, Andy, whatever you don't do, do not come after him, please. Make sure you give the ball to him. Let him run that football. Let him run that rock. He deserves it. He has shown you he can do the job. Let him do it. Let that man tote the rock. Give him the football. We're going to be fine. Got to take away some of that pass rush we talked about against Caliendo. Bring his name up again. We're going to be fine in that regard. Number 3, let's get a big help of the Rice and Worthy. Talked about it last week. Wide receivers didn't really have a great game first half of the game. Then all of a sudden they started cooking. Everything looked a little bit different. Worthy looked good running his routes. Getting out the break, he looked great. Over the middle of the field, out routes, that's what Worthy can do. Deep routes, hey, let's make sure the 2 best wide receivers of this game is going to be on the Chiefs side. All right? Rashid Rice, we talked about him, baby. Tell you what, this man from Texas, both these guys from Texas, put on your big old hat. Let's get down there. Let's have us a good old time. How about that? Come on, Rice. Come on, Worthy. We know what it's all about. We got to get a big help of them. The number 3 thing, tight ends got to cook those turkeys. Told you what. I think Marcus sit there and said that Travis on his bet is 40+ on his yards. He's going to see that. I watched him. He is very, very excited to go down here and play on Turkey Day down here in Dallas. He can't wait. And guess what? Of course, I got no grades out for this week. But guess what? Robert Tanyan. Hello. How you doing, Rob? Nice to see you, Bob. Let's show up this week. I hope we get the ball to him. I'm telling you right now, that man is a weapon, and we need to see every bit of what he's got. It's time to shine, baby. Let's get him opened up. Time to get it mixed in. What we have to do. Now, number 5 things. We need TDs, not FGs. Need touchdowns, not field goals. Buckner, get some rest. Have your seat. Kick your feet up. Sit there right beside your wife. Y'all have a beer together. You rub her feet. How about that? Okay? You rub her feet. All right? She's been doing a whole lot of work, man. She got you back on track when she needed to. All right? But we need TDs, fellas. Ladies and gents, that's what we need. We need TDs to get that done on the offensive side of the football. Now, let's go to the defensive side of football. Okay? Woo-wee! I'm telling you, I think this is where the game is going to be won. Obviously, the offense is going to do. I got them scoring for us offensively at least, 4 touchdowns. We're going to do that, at least that. From what we showed last week, absolutely. We're going to get that done. Now, let's go for the defensive side. And I tell you what, man, you know who was excited last week? Came to play, showed up. Our big dog, okay? Number 95, Chris Jones, okay? That with Quinron Williams is the best defensive side in the league. No, sir. Not when you have Chris Jones on the other side. 9-5 does it. We know who he is. They're going to find out, too. And he's going to give Dak Prescott the blues. That's what's going to happen. So let's go. Let's do this right here. What we have to do, number 1 thing, defensively. We must win the LOS. You don't know what LOS means? That means line of scrimmage. What up, George? How you doing, Colossus? Got to show up today, baby. Got to show up tomorrow. We must win the line of scrimmage. That's what has to happen. Those guys on the defensive line got to mix it up. They had a good game last week. They came after old Danny Donuts, got a little pressures. It was a couple guys just barely missed it. But we know we got to do a great job at the line of scrimmage to win. Okay? We want to make sure Dak Prescott is not comfortable back there. Javonte Williams, no, sir. He knows what it is. He's been over in Denver We used to smack him around. He already knows what he's going to get with us. Okay? We already know that. So we got to win the line of scrimmage on defense, right? Number 2 thing. Pickens, shutdown mode. And we got, of course, hey, CD, you got the dropsies. We got to shut him down. Pickens, shutdown mode. What do you have to do? One thing he don't like, he does not like aggressive corners. And guess what we have? We have aggressive corners. You know what we're going to put on him? We're going to put Trent McDuffie on him. You know who else we're going to give him? We're going to give him Jalen Watson. You know what else we're going to do? We're going to let young boy come in and get him. Noah Williams. We're going to give him a look that he ain't never seen before. He ain't ready for that. We physical on the outside. We ain't going to just let you run around, George. We ain't going to let that happen, Pick. It ain't going to happen, baby. Hey, it seems like CD Lamb he's self-checked right now. He's got the dropsies. Oopsies. Daisy. Man, it's been crazy. But that right there, we got to make sure we shut that down. Number 2. Number 3 thing we have to do, okay? Hey, I've said this. Our guys have been playing great inside. The linebackers got to have a great game. What does that mean, JD? What does that mean? I'll tell you what it means. When I say the linebackers haven't had a great game, that means when the ball gets to second level, if our D-line allows it, then our linebackers got to be able to make plays. Tranquil, much better job than he has been doing. Bolton has been solid as ever. Chanel playing everywhere on the D-line, comes in on the second in the second level. He's all over the place. Let our linebackers run. They talk about Ferguson, right? He's a good tight end. Javonte Williams, he get up through. Our guys, our linebackers had to have a great game. I believe that our glue for this game, the key for it is going to be those guys. It's going to be our linebackers. You watch what type of game they have. All right? Everything in the intermediate, short change, that's what we got to play. That's what we got to be. They got to have a stellar game this week. Okay? Number 4 thing is, whoo! Come on, hey! Blitz, baby, blitz! Blitz, baby, blitz! Yes, sir. Blitz, baby, blitz. That's what has to happen. Blitz, baby, blitz. That means I'm bringing a house. We'll set them up first half a little bit, but I want Spags to bring it early. I want Spags to actually go after Dak fairly early. Because what I've seen in the history, and don't get me wrong, I'm a Dak Prescott fan. I like Dak. I watched him in college. I think he's a really great guy. I really do. But guess what? That don't mean I want you to be successful against our Chiefs. They won't see it. So guess what? Spags, call it up. Blitz, baby, blitz. Spags special. There you go. That's that side that we need. Spags special. Okay? Talking about extra trappings and all that. Right there, Spags special. Bring the blitz, baby. Make him nervous back there. We know Dak to give it up. He'll throw you a pick. He's good for it. I used to see Dak come off there. I'm like, oh, he'll throw another pick. I didn't have to see the game. I see Dak take a helmet off. He start walking around, and his hairline is back here. I'm like, oh, yeah, he hit that joker right there, man. He's having a bad game. It's because he's throwing those picks. So we got to get some of those tomorrow. Number 5 things to do, okay? I've been screaming the top of my lungs that this part of the game that we have to have. Special teams, please help us out. Please help. I've gotten mad. I've done some cursing. But now that got me down on my knees. Please help. Lord, thank you right now, okay, for the special teams. Let them have a great game tomorrow because we need it. Please. I'm begging you. We done did everything. Told us done everything. He done brought y'all in. He done fed y'all. He done got on. He done turned over a couple tables. Can somebody please help us out? Can we get some return? Can we stop them from returning? Special teams, please help. Do I have to get down on my knees, begging you, please? Y'all have me hurt my voice. But special teams, y'all better be special tomorrow. Because if not, and I believe my brother Marcus, what he said, we got a guy in the building, Damian Pierce, who needs to take somebody's job. There, I said it. It's been okay walking around. You're all cushy. You know, you're cushy. You know, I've been watching some special team guy come in and he got a little latte and he's good. He's coming in a meeting like this. They told me to go on and smack that latte out his hand. Smack it at him. Who the hell do you think you are? Walking here like that. Nobody ought to be comfortable in special teams room. Not one person. So, this is the keys right now that we sitting. Keys to victory. Line of scrimmage, pick and shut down. CD got the drop piece. Linebackers have a great game. Blitz, baby, blitz. It's a SPAG special. Special teams. Please help us. That's all we need. Now, in closing, I want everybody to have a absolutely wonderful Thanksgiving. There's so many things we're thankful for. We should be thankful for. If you don't have one, find one. Gratitude is one of the greatest things that we could possibly have and show and exhibit. We got to be happy for where we are, the gratitude of our family around us, sitting at the table, lock arms, lock hands, pray and give thanks. If you have your life, be thankful for it. Friends and family around you, you make sure you show them the respect and love that they deserve. I told y'all before, if y'all didn't see it before on the show, one of my cousins had passed away. I'm going to tell you right now, for him, I just want to say I'm grateful to have known him as long as I've known him. He was a blessing to us. We will miss Bradley Shea. I love him, and I'm going to miss him dearly. So love your family. Love the ones around you. And be the positive voice. But I'm going to end it like this, and y'all know how I feel. But tomorrow, we give no quarter to those cowgirls. Not one. We're not going to let up. We're not going to give in. We coming down. We're going to put a stake in that arena. That is ours. It's going to be Pat's house. Pat Dak on the back after the game is over. We come down on Thanksgiving, Turkey Day, we're going to make them jokers gobble, gobble. That's what's going to happen. We're going to see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. God bless. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.